Hi everyone. Welcome back to my video series. So today in this demo we will be creating a Azure storage account. Okay. I'll show you step by step how we can create a storage account in Azure. So first, what we have to do in the last series, we already created a resource group. Okay. So we will go to that resource group and so I came to this resource group. You can see it shows the window. Uh, so we have to go to the create section here in the resource group and then search for it will you know open up a create a resource page. This page basically is a repository of all the resources that Azure has. So I have to search the storage account here. Okay, storage account is basically where you say the blob storage account or all the it's like a Azure service, okay, for storing data, any type of data. So I'll create a storage account. Okay, uh, it will open a new page which says create a storage account. In here you need to select few details. First detail is a project detail. Okay, so project detail, in project detail you have to select your subscription. So right now for me the subscription is pay as you go. If you are using a free trial, then it will come as a free trial. Then you need to choose a resource group. Okay, so as I'm coming from a resource group and I'm trying to create a resource, so that's why it shows automatically my resource group name here. Okay, or else if you want to create a new resource group, if you want that this storage account should not belong to that particular this particular resource group, it should be a new resource group, then you can basically click on here and you can create a resource group. Okay, so it is vice versa. Basically you can create a resource group, then create a storage account or storage account, but in between storage account you need to create this resource group. Okay, so every resource storage account has to connect with the resource group. Okay, so next I'll put the storage account name. So I'll put like ADF up demo. Okay, so this is my storage account name I'm putting here for this demo. Region is a very important property because the region that you have put in the while creating the resource group was the East US that I put. Again, you need to sync these regions because region has a very important effect when you talk about all high availability or latency in the network. So you need to basically keep them into a same network, same kind of regions basically. I'll create a very detailed video on regions in a upcoming videos. But yeah, for now you can choose. I will choose East US. Performance I can choose for now. I'll put it as standard. Redundancy I'll keep it as geo redundant. I'll this is like I don't want the main read access for now. It is for demo purpose. Then what I'll go, I'll choose advanced options. Okay, advanced options have security features. Then it will have a data lake feature. So data lake is basically your Azure data lake, service. So if you click here, then you will basically, this storage account will get converted to a data lake. Okay. Uh, then you can go to the next property. I'll leave it the advanced like that. Networking, as I'm on a public network, I'm on a I'm for a demo purpose I'm using a public network. I'll choose public endpoint. If you are on a VPN or a private network, then you should choose private endpoints. Connectivity methods. So networking is a very deep subject. It will not be covered in this demo, but yeah, I'll cover up somewhere in down the line. Okay. Then I'll go to the data protection section. Data protection is again your recovery and tracing. I'll leave it like that. It doesn't have any, I don't want to, showcase this in this demo. Then I'll go to the tag section. Tag section is again, we don't have to do anything. Review and create. So it's running a final validations. Once the final validations are done, we can choose create. We can click on create and run, and this deployment will get started. Okay, this will take some time. Okay, meanwhile what we can do is we can wait till the time. I'll give you a very on the backgrounds, I'll give you something, I'll talk about something. So storage accounts are basically why they are very important, because they are helpful for storing the data. Okay, storing files, storing a lot of information that we have. So there are four different types. Like you can create a container there, you can create a table there, you can store any type of data there. Okay. So yeah, and so for this, for the upcoming, when once I starts more videos, In the upcoming videos, you will see that I will create a Azure Data Factory pipeline, which will basically extract data from the storage account. So right now you can see the deployment is completed. I'll go to the storage account next. I'll go to the so next step is go to the resource. So I went to that particular resource, that is the ADF demo. ADF demo is our storage account. Okay, it shows a lot of property here. So now you can access storage accounts by two means. One is through the portal, another is through the storage explorer. Okay, for this demo I'll not upload the files, or I'll not showcase the storage explorer. We can share, I'll share that into a separate video. uh, Next is I'll choose, next is what I'll do is I'll create a container. Okay, once you have set up the storage account, next thing is you have to create a container. Okay, so containers are nothing. Containers are something, you can say a storage box. Okay. So you created an account right now. Okay. Now user service is created. Now in the service, you need to create the box where you have to store your data. Okay. So I'll choose plus container, and I'll say that, okay, this is my ADF demo. Okay. ADF demo contain. Okay, so this is the name I container. I'll give the name. I'll put the public access level as private. I don't want to talk about advanced right now. I'll click on create, and this will create a ADF demo count container. You can click on the container. It will take you to the next page. Okay, it will take you to the properties of the container. So so now we will basically upload the file. Okay, we have a text file with us. Okay, I'll click on files. You will see an option called select file. You need to click on this, and it will ask for input. I'll click blob input, which is my input file. uh, as in the container there is no file present, so I don't have to choose overwrite if file already exists. This property will come into place if you have already a file which with a name with the same name and you are trying to upload the same file. Okay. uh, so the next is authentication type. I'll choose account key for now, and then I'll, there's a property called upload to folder. So upload to folder is nothing. It is basically your folder name in the container where you want to store the file. Okay, I'll give as input, and then giving everything as default, I'll upload the file. Okay, so it is a 34 byte file. It just get uploaded in a minute second. Okay, in a second basically. So you can see there's a folder that gets created here, input. In the input folder you have that file with it. Okay, so this, there is the file gets uploaded. There's a very simple steps I've told you in this video, which will help you set up a storage account, create containers in storage account, and then upload the files. Okay, next we will work around a simple how extraction from a blob storage to using Azure Data Factory as a pipeline. So I'll give you a demo in the next slide, next window. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye.